Hi guys, welcome aboard of Crypto Cruiser. It's me Chris, and today we're going to talk about Vechain or VET and some price targeting where I think Vechain is going to go in 2025. Is it possible for Vechain to approach $1 or even above? At the time of recording this video, Vechain is around 2 cents, so around 50x from here. Is that possible at all? Of course, we're going to talk some fundamentals. What VeChain is all about. Is it possible for VeChain to become the global supply chain? And what can be potentially used for? Of course, we're going to talk some chart analysis, VET compared to BTC and VET compared to USD as well. But before we get to VeChain, let's just talk about Bitcoin and where it's heading in the immediate short term. So my anticipation, what I anticipate, what I'm predicting is actually for Bitcoin to start hitting all-time highs next week. So far, so good. We've been setting up high highs and high lows on the 4-hourly chart. We can clearly see we've been smashing it and we've been predicting every single move. We broke out of this resistance line as predicted, and also we took this local top at around 64,500. That brought more confidence for the bullish sentiment, and I told you that in the immediate short term I anticipate prices of above 66,500, and that's how we're setting up higher highs, and that's what we did. We start hitting price of above 68. We even approached 69,000. So everything looks bullish. Of course, also setting up higher lows. Again, a bullish signal. Also on the triangle pattern, as we can clearly see this huge triangle pattern. On 19th of September, we broke out on the upside, and that's bullish. And we tested it once, we tested it twice, and huge bounce back on the upside. And of course, the measurement move, it's around 20,000. So 20,000, and here around 58,000. So around 78,000. So I anticipate price of around 77,000, 78,000. I mean, I'm not gonna be surprised next week at all. By 24th, 25th of October, I anticipate all-time high prices for BTC, and of course, some of the altcoins will actually outperform BTC, and I think VeChain VET has a potential to outperform Bitcoin in that short period of time when the actual bull cycle of the alts will happen. But before we get to the charts, let's just talk about what VeChain is all about, what makes VeChain valuable, and just what the fundamentals. So VeChain is a versatile enterprise-grade Layer 1 smart contract platform whose origins began in 2015. What makes VeChain unique? Exists to disrupt traditional business models and is best known for its work, as I've mentioned before, in supply chain, an industry that has changed little over the decades. Its work in providing a decentralized trust layer for multi-party ecosystem has already seen major successes with high-profile clientele and government bodies. VeChain's official literature notes that its unique proposition lies in its dual token setup alongside transformative protocols such as fee delegation and its one-stop two-chain platform. That means crypto wallet companies can pay in fiat for VeChain's blockchain as a service, while smart contracts handle gas payment costs, ensuring frictionless use of the network, even in strict jurisdictions. So I think VeChain has a lot of potential. Of course, anything I say in this video, I repeat, is not a financial advice. It's for pure entertainment purposes. And before you do anything, do your diligence and make your own research. So let's just measure the all-time high of market capitalization for VeChain was around 16 billion and 300 million. And at the time of recording this video is, let's say, 1.8 billion. So 1 billion and 800, almost, to be fair, almost 2 billion. So that's around 9x from here. 9x, it will make a price for VeChain to 20 cents. So pretty much, if we go back to the previous market capitalization and like actually go 5x from there, pretty much we'll go to around let's say uh, 80 billion, 80 around 80 billion market capitalization for Vechain. We're gonna have $1 for one vet. Is that possible? Considering the fact that the previous bull cycle chains such as ADA, BNB, even Dogecoin reached over 100 billion market capitalization. Mind you, that was in 2021. So if in 2025 we have a huge bull cycle, that will be 4 years later. And of course, every bull cycle is bigger than the previous one. So if some of the outs reach market capitalization of above 100 billion, this bull cycle they can go even to 200 or 300 billion. Of course, I'm not saying Vechain can do that, but just don't completely uh, scratch out this possibility for Vechain to go of market capitalization of around 80 billion or a price for one vet at $1. I think that's potentially possible. Of course, dealing of theory probabilities, it can potentially happen. Of course, again, this is not a financial advice, it's for pure entertainment purposes. And if we just look at the chart and how previously it played out, and if something like that potentially happen again, this is something what I anticipate to happen. So let's just zoom out and see what happened the previous bull cycle and when we've bottomed here. Once COVID happened, for one V chain, we actually went 1 point of a cent. So almost. I mean, if we just take it from that point of view, the market capitalization was around was beneath 100 million, and then we snap around 16 billion. So that's around 160x. So if we do something like that, well, I mean, that's in my opinion impossible. But if we just measure it from the bottom, was at around 1 billion. Is it possible to go 80x from a billion, or 40x from what it is now? I think potentially it can happen. It's not gonna be 200x of what we did in 2020, 2021, but it will be between 50 and 40x. I mean, potentially that can happen. But let's just get back to the chart and how I anticipate this thing to move. So once Bitcoin start hitting all-time high prices of above 70,000 and potentially we reached price of above 77,000, I think VeChain can potentially snap on the upside. And I'd like to see taking out this local top here at prices of around $5 and quickly snap and test here the previous local top at around 9 cents in end of March of 2022. If we go potentially to 8 9 cents or even 10 cents and consolidate for a few weeks, we can potentially form a reverse head and shoulders, which is a bullish signal, and then measured we can quickly snap to prices of around 18 19 cents. Then probably we'll consolidate a little bit, and another final wave on our first wave will be at previous all-time high prices of around 26 cents. And if we measure that move here, this trend line, we can actually potentially end up testing this previous resistance line by 18th of August of 2025 at 64 cents. So something like that. The previous all-time high for VeChain was around 26 cents. We consolidate for a few weeks at the previous all-time highs, and then we snap above it, and we're gonna have price discovery, and we can quickly test this previous resistance, yearly resistance trend line that we've touched at 2018 and also April of 2021. So potentially we can test this huge yearly resistance line at price of around 65 cents on 18th of August 2025. And if VeChain shows quite a lot of bullish sentiment, and we show a lot of strength, we consolidate above this trend line, and then we snap quickly to $1. This potentially can happen, of course. So my price target for 2025 is for Vechain to go at around between 64 cents and a dollar. Um, so that's going to be a market capitalization between 60 and 80 billion, which I think is potentially possible. Again, if I have to repeat myself, Dogecoin went above 100 billion, and I think VeChain has a lot more fundamentals to back it up. And of course, here, if we compared VET to BTC in this huge channel pattern, we had so one touch here in 2018, and also we had another test as I've mentioned on April of 2021. So potentially that's what I'm anticipating, to have a test in 2025 as well. But first we have to break out of this falling wedge. We snap out of it. We test this previous resistance. We turn into support and snap. So the measured here from the bottom to the top, it will be at around 3,600 to 4,700. It will be at around 12x, and 12x compared and multiplied on BTC, that's around 25 to 30x. 30x will mean for VeChain to go at price of around 70, 80 cents. Again, between my price targets of 65 cents to $1. Yeah, it's very interesting for me to see how VeChain is gonna play out. I think there's a lot of a big community that is supporting that chain, plus has a very good fundamentals that can disrupt potentially a huge industries such as the supply chain and all these big companies working in there. We can potentially disrupt this industry with this VeChain breaking VeChain technology. Again, anything I say in this video is not a financial advice, and before you do anything, do your diligence and make your own research. Once again, guys, thank you so much for tuning in. I thank you for all the support, and of course, especially for all my subscribers to my Patreon. I really appreciate all the support. I work for you guys, for people in the Patreon. I've already developed that book of chart analysis, over 60 pages. I'll give it for free for all my Patreon members who got the silver package and the golden package as well, of course. It'll be, I think, you'll be quite useful for you to learn. Over 60 pages of very useful information about chart analysis. So many like triangle patterns, cup and handle, head and shoulders, how to detect the bullish trend, the bearish trend. I mean, so many, over 60 pages of very useful information. So I'll just send it to you. I just finished it. I've been writing it for you for many weeks, and I just finished it. So I'll send it to you in the immediate short term, in the next few hours. So yeah, guys, thank you so much for all the guys in Patreon. And for the YouTube, if you haven't subscribed to my YouTube, please do it. It's for absolutely free. And if you want to get an exclusive content with a lot of big potential coins and chart analysis and my crypto guidebook, over 60 pages, and this chart analysis book, or again over 60 pages. You can subscribe to my Patreon. I think it will be quite useful for you guys. Once again, thank you so much for tuning in. Thank you so much for watching my videos, and we'll see each other later on. Goodbye.